Here I'm going to be talking about reading to Susan. Well, the truth is, sometimes I read in taxis to the taxi driver if it's a long one, and other times, but it's really about reading to Susan. One of the great bonding units between Susan and I, and this is a relic from the pre-electronic world, is that we love reading. It's an addiction to us. We have to read. And I'm sure neither of us have gone through our adult life where we weren't reading a book and didn't know of future ones we were reading. Well, we read in lots of venues, and one of the readings I love is that every morning I make Susan breakfast. It's a complicated breakfast. She likes sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich on rye bread, and I make it for her every morning that I'm home. And I tell her I would make dinner, and I do sometimes when she asks, but she says I'm Italian, I like to cook. So every night I'm home and she's cooking, I read to her short stories. And so we have gone through countless books of short stories, and it kicks off discussions. We've fallen in love with writers that we didn't know, because I look for short stories to discover. And some, James Herriot, who is that veterinary doctor, we read the stories he wrote about cats and almost wept with every story. That it's really to talk about literature. And I know people that watch TV shows talk to each other about TV shows. But in the 25 years Susan and I have been together, thoughts, literature, well-placed words are a significant part of our relationship. We've both been influenced by many, many writers, and we're always looking. We're never satisfied that we've read enough or that we want the next book, the next story that we may savor forever. I also have a little caveat in that I'm looking for stories that I'll use in my future as a physician. One of my fantasies for Gesundheit, I dream about it, especially when I go there, is that there'll be gardens where I can invite anyone who wants to come out to the garden on a beautiful day, maybe even hear a brook. There's a great place for that. And I will read them stories. Often I'll probably think of who might be there and make sure, say, this story is for you, Caroline, or this story is for you, Bill. Because I think all of the arts, I mentioned this yesterday, I think that all of the arts enchant me. I am drunk with every one of them and have a huge library on all of them. And the one I've done most is reading. I haven't been, since 15, not reading a book and anticipating huge numbers after. And there is sweet romance in reading to someone you love, which is where this started. Someone you love and something they love, and you love it too. Read some stories to your friends. And yes, Chekhov is up there as one of the greats of all time, and I've read all 16 volumes of his short stories to Susan. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Open a book.